What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to GmiasWorld. Today we're going to be talking about EA Series 4 and what you're going to be doing as soon as it launches to make sure that you're all set for the rest of the promo. Now remember, they have not officially announced it yet, but we know it's coming. It usually happens every 6 weeks, so we're right on schedule to do it probably early next week. Many of you guys that are just getting into MUT, you guys are wondering what sets to do, what challenges, things like that. Pretty much what I would recommend that you guys do is go back to the previous videos. They're pretty easy to read what's going on in the titles, what's happening, what we're trying to get prepared for. I do want to point out though that some of you new guys that are coming in, you guys are wondering if you're going to have enough collectibles to get that free legend player. I got to tell you, this is an additional week. I already did it, so I'm not playing the challenges anymore because I don't need the additional tokens. But again, if many of you guys were missing 1 or 2, it looks like you might have another week. So you might have a chance to get 2 more if you were missing a few. I don't know if EA is going to give it to you. More than likely, I would bet that you probably will get caught up with having 1 more left and EA is not going to give it to you. If I had to guess, like, these dudes are savages, so I'm not going to say that it's a guarantee that you're going to get it. More than likely, you probably won't. But again, that's just one of the things that are gone for now. We're about to be launching Ultimate Legends very, very soon. You got the rest of the 50 that's probably going to culminate with the end of the year. And then you're going to also get a Team of the Year player for those of you guys that have been doing the Team of the Year. All right, but the bigger issue is, for those of you guys that have been grinding Madden with me throughout the year, what are we going to be doing at the start of Series 4? I want to show you guys a few things. Many of you guys already know that the NAT cards, pretty much they just take up a lot of space in your binder and it makes us rage uncontrollably usually, right? I don't know. Didn't they have a thing over here where they had NATs at one point? I don't know if they have it anymore. I thought they did have something that just like distinguished the stuff and showed us if we had NATs. I guess they don't have it. I don't know. At one point, I think in 20, they had something that I was able to filter it out and kind of see what was NATs and what wasn't. But pretty much what happens is this, right? There are a lot of players that we got when we completed a master set and we got a lot of cards back. And those cards resulted in us having different types of NAT players getting them back. Also, we got our first 50 player. Mine was Julio Jones. I told you guys, this card sucks. And I stand by that. I really do. The way that he moves around, it's sort of like he's next gen, but we're still on the current gen. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you guys have played the next gen or you've seen it, you see how slow the players move and it's kind of weird, and they're saying, yeah, it's coming out of the NFL. I'm pretty sure that a linebacker that has 40 speed is not going to catch Tyreek Hill, and I saw that way too many times with next gen. But that's how Julio Jones pretty much moves. Yes, he's a route runner and he gets certain things for, he gets like the route apprentice and all that stuff, for very, very cheap with the 2 AP, but he's still not a good card. He's going to go into a set if they give us the opportunity to be able to do that. But it's not about that overall. Some of the other cards that we received, the Raheem Mosterts, we got the Quentin Nelson as a NAT, DJ Reader, Travis Kelce, Richard Sherman. We got a lot of different NAT cards that we're going to be utilizing in the set because they're going to be, obviously putting out new exchange sets. So this is what I urge you guys to do, especially the new viewers, all right? When you guys come into the game and you're trying to figure out, like, how do these guys have all these cards? Where are they coming from? A lot of it has to do with the grind of the game. All right, so when you're grinding the game naturally, you're going to get a lot of those free cards. Many of the challenges EA took down, like Escape from Frankenstein, Jakenstein. I always, Frankenstein, Jakenstein, pretty clever by Jake Stein, one of the Ultimate Team producers at EA. But they took all those challenges down, and many of you guys are wondering, like, yo, bro, they took the other one. They had some other challenges also that helped us to level up pretty fast. What are we going to be doing to level up to 80? You don't have to worry about it. They're going to be putting out new challenges, right? So the one thing that I'll tell you, what they're trying to promote is for us to actually play new challenges to level up and not repeat it. But once we find a good one, which we will, like, it's always a guarantee because they have to give us different scenarios in the actual challenges for us to complete it to get whatever they're going to be giving us for the Zero Chill promo. So there are going to be challenges that are going to yield more XP. We just have to wait. I keep telling you guys, it's always the guys that are not patient that fail. Just relax, bro. Don't worry about it. Everything has been expired. Trust me. They're going to put a solo out, challenge, whatever, that's going to make it suitable. Even if they don't, we'll find something, or we'll just go back to one of the other ones that'll probably give us a little bit less, but we can repeat it easily. All right, so don't worry about the leveling up situation because I believe they're going to be doing a special stream soon, and they're going to be unleashing a lot of new challenges and probably the whole promo with the Zero Chill, with Santa and the elves. You know what is going to happen. They might get a little bit more creative. Like I said, they got really, really good, I think, with this harvest, making meals and putting stuff together. It was very, very cool that they did that. Escape from Castle Jakenstein was really good. So let's see if they can keep going with that as far as the challenges go for Christmas. But regardless of how it goes, we will find a challenge that will help us to get to that max level super fast. All right, so look, when you look at this exchange set, more than likely the 91 to 92 are going to be utilizing 89 to 90s for us to get an auctionable player. So for those of you guys that are looking for coins, Series 4, when they open it up, it's going to present itself a very, very huge opportunity for those of us that already started completing a lot of these sets. What happens is this though, once the card gets like a day old, the value of the master usually goes down tremendously. It's just because everybody knows. Pretty much a lot of people are trying to find loopholes. They're trying to do different things. So you're going to have a lot of these master sets done soon. So like eventually it's not worth it to even do the set, which is why I always tell you guys, if you're going to do any of these sets that give you back nats, do it day one. Like if you're at work, you're at school, whatever you're doing, as soon as you get back on that same day, do it, because the next day everything is dirt cheap as far as the master goes. We've seen it year after year with Madden because everybody is starting to get used to the sets, right? So we did those sets as many times as we could where we were making coin. Now, you guys are probably saying, what set am I talking about, right? You guys saw the Travis Kelce and stuff like that. So what happened was this, right? I completed Harold Carmichael to try him out because we all know that the developers, whoever creates the concept of the height and the jumping, they don't do a good job at it. So he's 6'8" and he gets picked off by squirrels. So because of that, his price plummeted even faster than it was supposed to. And I told you guys, originally I was like, yo, I don't even want to try him. But you guys, of course, like, yo, Gmia, please, bro, try him out. Let's see if he's garbage. Like, what's good? All right. So I tried him out, right? The dude was even worse than I thought he would be. But it didn't matter because I did the set and I got back these two players as nats. So this is what I'm saying. With him, if you were to do this right now, and you look at some of these prices, like it's gonna be like 100K or whatever, like that's 50. This guy is probably gonna be like around, I don't know what he would be. What is he at? Okay, 55. So about 105K, right? And then you would have to get 85 and an 87 to get Harold Carmichael, whatever, right? Those 85, 87, 85 should be relatively cheap. You can even do the sets down here to get those cards. Now look, when you go to see what Harold Carmichael is going for, it has to make sense to be able to sell him and his power up. So that's what I did to get to that. For those of you guys that were asking, like, can you explain how we're going to be already like set up for, you know, for Series 4 with all the stuff that we already done? That's how we're going to be set up because many of us did that. So look now, when we go into the auction house to take a look at what Harold Carmichael's going for, that dude is garbage and everybody knows. Because if this was Madden 15, he would be going for like 1 million coins. If it was Madden 15, if it was Madden, if it was Madden 20, he would. Yeah, last year too. If they would have gave him last year, they didn't want to do that low key because of me. I was going wild. You know, the Gmia streak took off. It was wild stuff going on, and EA was like, "Look, we're not into that. Harold Carmichael, you'll wait until a year, but we don't care about height." And that's this year. So pretty much that's what happened with that, and it took a turn for the worse. So with all of that being said, his card is absolutely garbage. So look though, he's 146 and 24. It looks like right now on the surface that we could get lucky even during this video and get more nats depending on how much that other card is. So 146 and 24, we're looking at about 170. Based on what we just saw, if we go back and get those same cards and get that same stuff, we would be able to sell him back and get more nats, which is going to turn into more currency when we get that exchange set. So look, let's go back. If it's the same prices, we'll actually do it right now. I just got to check the 85s and the 85s and the 87s to make sure. But you can do that with any previous set. It's just the fact that everybody knows that this card is trash. Nobody wants to take nobody wants to take a chance on it. You see how he's still 50K? And remember, the nats that you get back, even though you saw it in my binder, EA is very smart. You can't put that same nat back in the set. All right, his price just went up a little bit to 59. That's fine. What are the 87s and what's the 85? Because if we have enough, right? Okay, so that's 18. So we should have enough of what we have right now. That's 18K. And what's this? 12K. So that's another 30. So we have enough. We have enough to actually do this, even though I'm dirt broke with 158, right? So we're going to buy this, all right? And I'm going to show you guys right now how you would actually do it. It actually works out great. Usually it's not this easy because people understand that they can put the cards up for different prices because they go into sets. So it's not usually this easy. So by the time you probably take a look at it, you may need to lurk a little bit and be able to kind of, you know, get yourself a little bit you know, relaxed and just wait to see the prices come down more in order to do it, because everybody knows that this is what people do to get the additional, you know, nats back, and then, you know, ultimately put them into the sets with the new series. And it's kind of weird that the new series is right here and people are actually allowing us to do this set right now for so cheap, because it's going to be very, very beneficial next week when we have all these additional, you know, 90 overall nats, right? Okay, so look, bam. We have no concern about whatever else is going on. You can repeat this and keep doing it and getting as many nats as possible, because you know you're going to still make the currency back. For me, I don't got coins like that, so I'm doing it once just to give you guys an insight into what's actually going on and how you're going to be able to be successful doing what I'm doing right now. Just remember, the prices of these cards, as long as it's equal to or just around what the master is, it don't matter. You're doing it for equal value because you're planning for the future. You're like kind of saving to know that once these things are released, you're going to be all set later on. So we already know that these two idiots right here are going to give us 170. These nats that we got back, we're holding them for before, you know, for when everything starts up in Series 4. So these are just some of the tips that I like to kind of promote for you guys to make you guys understand more or less. And you can use the same scenario with anything that's going on that's relevant to what's going to be coming out. And, you know, to be honest with you, those sets are probably going to be big time money makers, because, you know, obviously a lot of you guys that are just getting into MUT, you may have a little bit of coin from playing the challenges and you're trying to figure out how you're going to flip it, you know, and that's the best way to flip it. So now we have the, you know, more nats, and then we're going to go ahead. He was like 24, right? All right, he's down to 20. So we just lost more because, like I said, it's a gamble because this dude is garbage. If he could, dude, if this guy could jump up in the air at 6'8", he would be virtually unstoppable, which is why I don't understand why EA Sports would put him in the game and not give him the ability to jump. It just, you know what I'm saying? It's just stupid. It doesn't make any sense. But again, that was a decision that they made, and that's why his card is this price. So now he's going down a little bit, but it doesn't matter. We'll sell him for 139. We'll just put him up 139 and 18. We still get back about 140. We don't lose as much. So it starts to make a little bit more sense. That is your objective. Do not go crazy with the amount that you're going to be actually, you know, losing. Because we started off with like 150 something. We're going to be back at about 150 something once he sells. And the interesting thing about it is, once everybody sees this video and they start doing it, it may kind of, you know, get a little bit off kilter where you'll be losing a little bit, but you know that these cards that you get back next week, once they drop Series 4, they're going right into an exchange set to now give us an auctionable 91 to 92. And that's the beautiful thing about this situation. So I would take my time with it. Don't go too crazy with it. All right, it's just an example of what it is. If you start seeing a lot of those sets, those master sets being, you know, cheap, and you want to go after it, feel free to do so. But just understand, do not put yourself in a situation where you're just doing it just to do it, and you're getting, you're losing coins while you're trying to get these nats. That's not the way you should do it. It should be equal to or perhaps slightly above whatever, but just around the amount that you put into it to be able to get those nats back. All right, so that's another aspect of Series 4. So that's why I'm going to be getting a lot of my coins once it starts. Obviously, we're going to be getting free packs. We're going to be getting, you know, as we grind a level up, we're going to get free cards. We got the power up. We got Andre Johnson. So I'm going to continue to give you guys more information about it as we get closer to it. So don't worry about that. We'll be all set very, very soon. I just want to thank you guys and girls for watching. Hopefully you guys are having a great day. Let me know if you have any other questions about Series 4, and I'll get back to you guys. I'm going to see you guys and girls next time. One love, y'all.